Other kinds of spirits that don't want to deal with humans are nature spirits. Fern Gully, the movie about nature spirits seeing humans cut down forests and, ruin wild areas. People say, well, it's just a cartoon. No. Oh. That's another problem with humans, is that they, if you can't see them, they don't exist. I mean, why is it that some people say they're psychic and they know all about elementals and nature spirits? And, where did the fairy tales come from? Someone's imaginations? Someone took magic mushrooms and saw things? Anyway, when you're an adult human, you put away all this childish stuff and you get down to hard tacks. I'm a car salesman and I have got to get the highest price I can for this car that I have to sell to a client. Sorry, I was a car salesman. And that's the way I was taught. And it wasn't just cars. I was a gasoline company employee, and it was the same thing. You got to charge the maximum you can get. Profit, profit, profit. What's wrong with profit? Even people who are like spiritual teachers or spiritual healers say, well, there's got to be an energy balance. I've got to charge money because the people coming to me are getting my time, so I have got to get something of theirs. This is still very low consciousness. It's like you've got a gift. You've got a gift, and there are people out there who need what you've got. You need to gift this stuff to these people. Some people say, well, they won't value it unless I put money on it. It's true. It's also true. How are you going to get people to become spiritual if I say, well, when we get to a spiritually evolved planet, we're not going to have any money. You're going to gift things to others because you love them. People are going to say, no one's going to want to do a lot of this kind of dirty work without getting compensated for it. Is a plumber going to come and fix a sewer or a dirty sewer or something? Or someone from the electrical company, they're going to want to get out in the winter when it's 20 below and go and climb up a tower and fix a transformer if they're not getting something for it? Well, we've got huge obstacles to get to the point where we live on a planet where people do things out of the goodness of their heart because they've got gifts and knowledges. And young people want to learn these things because they're interested in it. And they see that there's a need in society for some people who've got specialized talents and not doing it because, they're going to get compensated by money for it. It's quite a dream. What's the alternative? The alternative is the way we're going right now, with the so-called cabal, where you have got an elite, eeny, meeny, teeny, tiny number of humans who own everything, the land, the corporations, and the rest of the world gets nothing, and gets paid nothing, and has to deal with constantly increasing prices and wages that keep dropping. The horrors of Jeffrey Epstein kidnapping people to become sex slaves on his private island. The enormous homeless problems in first world countries. These problems have come about because we have got abuse of power and elitism. And who do we want to follow? You know, the children are taught you gotta get a good job that pays a lot of money. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. And then when you look into world history, not so much the official world history, but a lot of this stuff is coming out. It's available now. I'm seeing it posted everywhere on Facebook, you know, about how people who ran the banks funded both sides of all the great wars in human history. And it was all about making money off of war. And lo and behold, some of the recent presidents, as in the two Bush presidencies in the United States, those families were involved. So they are at the top ranks of our political system even today. Disgusting people. Disgusting people manipulating enormous numbers of humans to this day who are too dumb to realize that the mass media is lying to you and is manipulating you into the agendas, you know, climate change so we get carbon taxes. We can't afford the stuff we got now, and, you know, people are complaining about it. It's all a bunch of stuff to herd you as sheeple. Anyways. And then when you talk about it, people don't want to hear about it. What are you going to do? Are you going to pass this down to the next generations? And so is it going to be 250 years from now and it's still going to be the same shitty situation? Homeless people in the streets, human slavery, human trafficking, drug trafficking, human misery, and a teeny tiny elite that runs everything and owns everything. We got to take a stand. Either you're with me or you're against me. And if you're against me, your demons are coming for you. What do I mean? I mean your dark demons that you've hidden under the rug or in the closet, things you don't even know are dark and demonic, are going to come. How are they going to come? Maybe in the still of the night, but maybe it's going to come as disease in your body. Maybe you're going to start having major diseases. You got to clean up your act. No one gets out of here without cleaning up their act. It's your karma. Some people call it a spiritual bank account. And if you've got a lot of negativities, maybe you got a huge amount of money in your bank account, but you got it that way by predating on other humans, you know, your clients. got massive investments in the stock market or real estate, and you're expecting huge returns on these things. You're turning the screws on poor people. You've got a lot of bad karma. How are you going to pay it off? You can either start dealing with it in this lifetime, or in some future lifetime. I'll put it off. Well, if that's your attitude, your demons are going to find you in this lifetime. Because everything is coming to the surface. Everything is coming to the surface, and your dark shit is coming to the surface like turds in a toilet. And either you're going to have to change voluntarily, or you're going to get very sick and horrible things are going to happen to you and you're going to wonder why. And it's because your spiritual bank account says that you have to change, and the karma is coming to make you change, to make you wake up.